The energy in the air right now is literally boiling. Can you feel that? And it's not just the heat, it's not just the change of the season and what we're experiencing with our weather. There is actual energy that is rising right now, and you may be noticing people being more sensitive. You may notice people wanting to argue more than usual or being competitive. Definitely a competitive vibe. So if you're picking up on that, or if you're thinking that somebody is jealous of you or wanting to compete with you, that is definitely what's going on right now, and you don't need to second guess that. That is your intuition telling you that you are on point, and this is actually happening. It's not just a figment of your imagination. People are feisty. People are wanting to fight in a sense where their ultimate goal is to try to embrace this part inside of them where they're either lacking some kind of attention from others, or they want to feel like there is love out there for them because they're probably lacking that as well. They want to feel inferior in power and control because there was something that happened to them along the way where they simply lost control, or someone was making choices for them that were not the best. So now we've come to this moment in our lives where we're interacting with these other people who are kind of trying to stir things up in a negative way within our lives. I'm going to be basing this reading today on this because this is the energy that is definitely coming forward. And I feel it's important for whoever out there is watching right now to know that even when you are dealing with someone who wants to one up you or put something in your face to try to stir your emotions or make you think in a certain way that you should be doing something different or something that is better, it's really kind of like a facade, like something that's just not true. It's not true to you, it's not true to your life, and it's not something that's even going to come into formation, what this other person is trying to kind of push onto you, make you feel. When people want to make you feel specific emotions through their actions or their words, that right there is a wounded person. That's somebody that's really just, in a sense, trying to reflect what they're going through onto someone else. So if they're trying to make you jealous, then they've been jealous of you or someone else. If they're trying to compete with you, then someone tried to compete with them. So it's kind of like a play out of what they've already been through, and it's not anything that you need to play along with. You don't need to succumb to what this person is trying to push onto you. I do have the Empress here, and she's a very forthcoming type of energy. She's somebody that will, protect what is hers, and by all means, whatever it takes. And this is what the Empress is really asking for you to do as well with your life in this situation and the person that you are dealing with right now, or people. There could be many people, as mentioned. That energy is rising, so it could be like a lot just coming at you at once, and you're feeling like there's not a lot of room for you to move around or places for you to turn to feel some relief from this pressure. So, with the Empress, we want to kind of tap into our inner Empress because we have that and everything more inside of us. And what the universe is really asking for you right now in your life is to create some boundaries, create some walls, so you're not able to let this person affect you, because this is what they do. This is somebody that They have the ability to push, 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 drive themselves into anybody's situation, into their relationships, into their career path, into their home life, into other friendships. They thrive off of what type of reaction or situation outcome that they can kind of weasel their way into and create chaos. So, when you are dealing with this person, which I'm sensing that this is happening pretty much now, you're going to want to put your walls up. And you may feel it is necessary to either say, sorry, can't deal with you right now. It's not going to go well if you do that. It's not going to be something that this person is going to take, with a smile and walk away. This could create more corruption. But the fact of the matter is that as you stand up for yourself or create this barrier between you and this other person, you will find that you are taking your own control. Even if you decide to avoid them, avoidance is a choice. It is something that you can do. My Rottweiler, she wants attention, don't you? So, when looking at this type of experience, it's all about taking back your own control and knowing that you have the ability to do that. And you can do it in any way that feels best to you. You can ghost them, avoid them, put your walls up, say, "Hey, I'm not interested." You can voice how you feel. Just know that, if you do choose that route, it could create more fire, more intensity in your life. I also have the Three of Cups here, which is all about news being celebrated. So it's kind of like the polar opposite in a way, where we have this person who wants to create a little bit of havoc in your life and raise that fire level. But then you also have something to celebrate. And I think that this is definitely why this person may be rearing their ugly head right now into your life, figuratively speaking. I'm not calling anybody ugly. But this person sees that you are reveling in something positive. They're jealous. They want to show that they're reveling in something positive, the competitiveness. They want to bring you down a notch. In this person, there's definitely some family vibes here coming through, but it could also be, a friend or a coworker. It could be somebody, perhaps even an ex from your past, who's watching you develop a new relationship, and they're just not detached from you yet, or they haven't found somebody for themselves yet, so they want to jeopardize what you're trying to build. The best part of all of this is that Three of Cups that came through, and how you are rising like a phoenix from these flames, from this fire, from this intense energy. You don't have time for that because you have things to celebrate for yourself. You have a life to live, and it is not under the thumb of this person that is trying to come in and create altercations for you. So, going forward, you can trust that there is not a lot this person can do to you other than create emotional upheaval. And once again, you have control. You have the reins to this drive, this path that you're headed into. And no one can take that from you unless you let them. And that really goes for everything in our lives and everybody that we interact with. You have the power to allow other people to emotionally affect you. Uh, I tell this to my children all the time because somebody will hurt their feelings and, oh, they took something away from me and, now I'm sad. And it's like, well, you can think about getting it back and be happy. You can think about, having something else and be happy. You can change that emotion. And that goes for you and me and what will come of the person who you choose to put your walls up to. Well, they'll probably create some space while blaming you for their unhappiness and their frustrations with you not being affected by their actions or their words. They'll also be holding a grudge against you, just being miserable for a little while. But, that's not on you, that's on them. And you, my dear friends, are a part of their learning uh, and their development and this path that they're on, this journey. So you're literally teaching others how to treat you in this type of scenario, and they will be able to come to the conclusion that you can't treat people that way. And you're a part of that, which makes you a very important piece to this puzzle because in time, I don't see that they're going to want to be separated from you or distanced from you for a long period of time. There could simply be a temporary like situation. And from that moment forward, they're going to start to realize, hey, I miss this person or I want to reconnect with them. And that's only in the case if we're not talking about an ex here, because an ex will distance from you and not return to you, which is something you definitely don't need, especially if you're celebrating a new connection with someone else, because that's going to go really well for you. Okay. I also want to express one more thing. And when you start to interact with this person again, if you choose to do so, it is going to take a little bit of time to mend the past, but you don't have to talk about it. You don't have to hash it over. You don't have to apologize. You just need to move forward at a pace that feels right to you while keeping your boundaries in place. And you will be able to have a connection with this person that is healthy rather than toxic because you will be in control of your own path and now not allowing them to have any say or wrap this negative, crazy energy around you. You have the ability to avoid all of that. Thank you so much for watching today. I appreciate you, and I invite you to come back anytime you need some more guidance from me. Have a very, very blessed day.